Welcome to classes of costing and taxation. In the last class we had done cost of materials and how to treat with normal loss and abnormal loss, and we are going to solve an illustration on that today. So this is an illustration given with purchases and issues. It is to be solved on FIFO basis, and two situations are given: if the shortage is treated as normal and if the shortage is treated as abnormal. So let's start the sums. The opening stock is 100 kgs at 26 rupees per kg on 1st Jan. So the opening stock is 100 kg at 26 rupees per kg, and so the amount is 2600. Now the next date comes at Jan 4. Purchases were made 500 kg at 25 rupees per kg. So Jan 4, 500 kg at 25 rupees per kg means 12,500. Okay, now the next date comes at first we have to record the balance before issuing: 100 and 500, 26, 25, 2600, 12,500. Okay, now the next date is Jan 5, and on Jan 5 issues were made. The issues were made at how much issues were made? 500 kg at Jan 5, 500 kg. So this is the FIFO method. So first, when a total of 500 kg of material has to be issued, so if this is FIFO basis, so let's see the balance and let's see how we'll issue 500 kgs of materials. So first we have to issue this 100 kg of material, and then we have to issue 400 kg of this material, right? I don't need to explain it again why I have taken 100 and 400. 100 at rate of 26 and 400 at rate of 25. Therefore 100 into 26, 2600, and 400 into 25, 10,000. So the total is 12,600. Sorry. Now we have to record the balance. So this 100 units is completely gone, vanished, issued. Now out of this 500 units, only 100 units were left at the rate of 25. So 2500 will be the balance in amount. Now in the next date, obviously purchases will be made. Jan 6, 1200 kgs. Jan 6, 1200 kgs at the rate of 24. So let's record. So at Jan 6, 1200 units were purchased at the rate of 24. So the total comes to 28,800. No issues on this date, so record the balance: 100 units and 1200 units at the rate of 25, at the rate of 24. This is 2500 and this is 28,800. Now on the next date, again purchases were made. On Jan 15, purchases were made at 23 rupees per kg for 1800 kg. Jan 15, 1800 at the rate of 23. So the total comes to 41,400. Now we have three types of stock with us. This 100 kg at the rate of 25, then we have 1200 kg at the rate of 24, and then we have Then we have 1800 kg at the rate of 23, 2500, 28,800 and 41,400. Now comes the time of issuing. Now on Jan 20, issues were made at 800 kg. Right, on Jan 20, 800 kg of goods were issued. So 800 was issued, so let's look at the balance. We have to issue from the first material first in first out, 100 kg from here, and then 700 from this stock. So 100 kg at the rate of 25 rupees, and then 700 kg at the rate of 24 rupees. Clear? 700 into 24, 16,800. So now the balance that we have left will be, this 100 kg is gone completely. From 1200 only 700 was issued, so 500 is still left, and 1800 is completely left. So 500 at the rate of 24 and 1800 at the rate of 23. So 500 into 24, 12,000, and this is completely intact, 41,400. Now in the next date, if you see what happens on 22nd Jan, on Jan 22nd, stock verification revealed a shortage of 60 kg. Show the stores okay, shortage of 60 kg. Okay, now we are doing A if the shortage is treated as normal. So in the last class, if you remember, I have told you that if the shortage is treated as normal, then what do we have to do? We just have to write the units. We leave the rate and amount column blank. Correct? Now this 60 kg will obviously, it will go from the previous stock, from the first stock, because this is first in first out method. So this 60 kg is to be deducted from 500. So if it is deducted from 500, it becomes 440. Right, it becomes 440. Correct? Now this one is 1800 complete. Now don't write the rate. Okay, don't write the rate, just write 12,000 over here, 12,000, and this will remain the same, 14,400, 41,400. Now calculate the rate. Now we will calculate the rate. 12,000 divided by 440, the rate is 27.27. okay, now this will remain the same, 23. Okay, so in case of normal loss, this is what you have to do. Record the number of units, then deduct the number of units from here, then write the amount, then calculate the rate. Why are we calculating the rate afterwards? Because in the next date when we issue the units, we will use this rate. Okay, so on the next date is, I think, 25th Jan 25. On Jan 25, 1200 kgs were issued. Jan 25, 1200 kgs were issued. So first of all, 440 will be issued from here, and then the rest 760 will be issued from 1800 units. 760. So the rate of 440 is 27.27, and the rate of 760 is 23. So 440 into 27.27 is equal to 12,000 approximately. It's 11,998, so I'm assuming it as 12,000, and 760 into 23 is equal to 17480. Correct? So this 440 is completely gone. Out of 1800 minus 760 is equal to 1040. Okay, at what rate? At the rate of 23. So 1040 into 23 is equal to 23920. Okay, so now I have my closing stock, and after the sums we have to give some notes because there was a problem in the sums known as normal loss. So the normal loss has been entered in the quantity column only. Second, the price has been inflated as under 12,000 divided by 440 is equal to 27.27. Okay, this is working note 1, this is working note 2. So here we put, I'm putting in bracket, you put a small 1, working note 1, and this becomes working note 2. Okay, I'm writing this afterwards because if I would write this before, confusion would occur. Okay, so this was a problem on uh, stores ledger in under FIFO method in the prevail of normal loss. So this is how it will be done. So I'm keeping it till here for today. Any queries should be sent in this mail. Thank you.